Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian and welcome back to Rodina. You may remember at the end of the previous episode I landed here on this asteroid trying to see what sort of resources were around and discovered a whole bunch of aliens that were shooting at me. So we're back here now and those aliens are chasing me down. So yeah, we're going to go over there and deal with them. I just need to locate my weapon. I can't remember the weapon key. Oh, it's R. Right, out we go and we'll see if we can deal with them. Oh, there's one right on top of me already. Leave me alone. Certainly leave my ship alone. I hope he's... Oh yes, he's going to start shooting at the ship. There's one down. Oh, shoot my own ship now. Come here, frisky little guys. They like to run around very, very fast. Come on. Right. He's left his balls behind. Okay, so yeah, they're definitely causing damage to my ship. The ship is on fire, so we're gonna have to get in there and sort that out before the ship ends up totally trashed. And I've got to try and brighten this up in post actually, because I suspect you're not going to be seeing much of what's going on here. Let's see if we can change some of the gamma meanwhile. Very, very dark. Lighting quality, yep, that's high. We're not worried about the quality, we're worried more about the brightness. Excuse me. So nothing that I can see there that's going to help us with the gamma, unfortunately. Oh well. Well, let's hope you can see what's going on nonetheless. I think we've just got one little alien left, unless this is... Oh no, I was hoping that perhaps it was some sort of resource over here, but it's not. Now, in case you're wondering, Rodina is basically a space game where you can land on the planets, you can land on some of the rocks. There are, I believe, some atmospheric worlds you can land on as well. And we're done at last, but our ship is in trouble, so I hope it's recovering, thankfully. Right, so once you're out of combat, you'll find that the ship does recover, it can heal itself. Up until now, I've only seen this occur in space battle. Obviously, we're down on the ground here, and the little alien dudes were trying to trash my ship. But you're going to see there is quite likely fire in here. Or maybe not. Let's take... Nope. Let's take a fire extinguisher. That's what I was looking for. Just in case. It looks like we're completely okay. Thankfully. Right, so let's head on outside and see if that was really worth the effort. There may be something out there. There may be not, but I don't really want to go out with a fire extinguisher though, do we? Let's keep the blaster spare just in case. So up here in the sky you can see little round circles. They represent all the locations that I can currently land on. Currently, unfortunately, I've only got the engine in my ship is capable of only going to these local asteroids. Once I get another upgrade, I'll be able to go all the way out to... I'll be able to go all the way to some of the planets around here, and that will get a little bit more interesting. They're nicer to actually take a bit of a look at. But it doesn't look like there's anything around here anyway, so a little bit of a wasted trip, unfortunately, and a bit of a wasted fight. What's that over there? Probably the remains of one of those aliens, what do you reckon? I suspect that's exactly what it is. Some alien balls. Some alien blue balls. Funnily enough. Okay. So I've accidentally targeted a large nearby asteroid. We're going to head on out into space and check out one of those now. Maybe not the one I've targeted, but one of them nonetheless. And I'm back to my fire extinguisher again. But not to worry. So the ship lights are actually really powerful on this. You can see quite a long way when they're active, which is pretty handy, especially on a location like this. Right, so we can change our ship's speed here. Combat speed is significantly faster than when I was down on the planet there, and you can see that come into effect as I fly around the rock here. None of these are particularly large. Like I say, they are just asteroids. And then we've got a third mode. So, let's have a look where all those asteroids are. What we're looking for, basically, is the upgrade to our ship's engine, so we can get out to the larger planets. Let's just take that one, I guess, for now. And that's as fast as we can actually go, unfortunately, until we get our warp drive. But this is fast enough. Space is a large location, 20,000 kilometers away for this asteroid. And that takes a little while with this engine. I'm going to slow down to cruising speed, and you'll see how slow that actually is by comparison to the other engine. Look over on the right of the screen, you can see we're 388 kilometers away, 387 now. It's going down very slow, so let's just speed up a little bit. So what you find is that there's red dots here. Sometimes that will indicate hostiles. Well, in fact, it nearly always indicates hostiles. I've got a nice scatter gun, of course, for this ship, in case you've forgotten. Oh, whoa, whoa. He's doing more damage to me than I would like there. We've nearly got him, though. Come on. What I'm worried about is if I leave him alone, that he actually turns around and heads back towards me again. Let's spray around there a little bit. Nope, he just wants to remain a fireball. Perhaps there's not much else I can do to him, so I'm going to have a back look at this asteroid. Looks like there's some critters down there though, but the little plus sign would indicate... Was he shooting at me? The little plus sign would indicate there's some resource down there or other that we can gather. Sometimes it's just missiles, but sometimes it's something far more valuable. Now, what I'm not actually sure of is whether or not we can... whether we can shoot these guys from up in our ship. Oh no! We died! Well, whatever's down there was particularly tough, wasn't it? So we're going to reload. Oh yep, fortunately we're not too far back. We're going to land. Perhaps I'd actually damaged my ship by crashing. I wonder. Let's try and land. Now the ship unfortunately does bounce around quite a bit when you do land. Whoa. That'll do the job. No. That's it. Look at the ground bouncing away around out there. We're falling down the cliff. Let's have a watch of this. Are we going to explode again? Oh dear. Glad my ship's got an artificial gravity on board, otherwise I'd be all over the place here, wouldn't I? The ship seems to be taking the damage. What do we got there? Another blaster. So let's go out and see if we can use the jetpack to get up the top of that little escarpment there. bit dark out here. Fortunately, we've got a light, so the cross is in the ground. That's a little bit odd. Is that because it's up here, over the other side of the mountain? Actually, that's a different shaped cross. The cross we want is actually over there because it's plus shaped. Now, you'll find that each asteroid does have a different level of gravity. A short jump here is keeping me in the air far longer than it was at the last asteroid. This one's a much smaller. Be nice to have a little scattergun here, wouldn't it? This needs to be quite precise to get these guys, and I'm not particularly good aim at the best of times. The balls are rolling down the hill. So I'd say that these guys are certainly guarding something around here. Hopefully something worthwhile. That guy just vaporized and left absolutely nothing behind. There we are, that's where we want to get to. Right, so I think... let's have a look. I think these are data. Communication decryption key. This key will allow you to read more of the encrypted communications on the FTL radio. Yes, we know that. And we'll go in there and have a look. Maybe it'll give us a bit of information on where we need to go. A travelling child's first ABCs. Printed by Rodina Free Press. After deck, level 4. A is for aft decks, where workers all live. Those with big dreams, but with little to give. Oh. All the way through to Z. Or... I guess a Z. Where's that other item that I saw around here? Oh! Right, we got rid of that. Rather loud action music. No, an empty crate. Oh, a load more crates. One little jump and I'm way up in space almost. Wonder if it is possible to launch yourself into space on some of these smaller asteroids. We've got to be careful just as we come down. Slight touch the jetpack so we don't hit the ground too hard. Right, missile ammo 2. Handy. More missile ammo. Another empty crate. Oh. No, don't fall off the cliff. That other crate was over there, wasn't it? That one was empty, wasn't it? But there was some more around about this direction, I'm sure. Was that one empty? Oh no, that's missile ammo. That must be the other one I was seeing. Alright, let's get a little bit of height. See if we can find anything else around here. And I think that's quite possibly it. Something blue over there, and we're out of jetpack. Out of jetpack juice. I jumped as soon as I hit the ground again. Maybe this was the empty crate. Okay, so we're not getting our... yeah, we're not getting our engine upgrade here. Perhaps we've got some more information on the information channel inside. Now that we've got a decryption key, we can go and have a look at that and see what it has to tell us. Communications then. We've got the previous encrypted communications message. I think we may have read this out in the previous video. It's message 2 of 12, so nothing new, unfortunately. Right, another asteroid here then. Let's hope this one is a little bit more productive. There's definitely 2 locations on here at the very least, and have got resources. What we're looking for, I believe, are some crystals for our engine upgrade. Where are those little dudes gone? They're over there. Oh, I can hear them shooting me from a distance already. Oh, they don't like waiting till I'm up close, do they? Looks like there may be a crystal there, hopefully, which will do the job. Let's get our weapon out. Not the fire extinguisher, that's not going to help a lot. There's one dude off to the right there. He didn't escape my attention. Trying to sneak behind me, eh? Let's catch all these. I'm not even sure what these actually do. Any more? I think that's it. Yeah, so this is what we're looking for then, the crystal. Diaconium crystal. Diaconium crystals are used to power the liminal drive. Now you can travel across the solar system in the 4th gear, which is exactly what I want, and we can go and find a planet to land on now. And I picked up an empty crate, which we don't actually want or need, but we will have the missile ammo, as I actually used some of that coming over here. And we got another data stick. The Inhumanity of Automatons. A transcribed interview, 1 of 2. Now these are quite long, but they're usually pretty interesting, so if it's something you want to hear, I will read them out in the video in the future. Do let me know in the video description whether, or in the video comments rather, if it's something you actually want to hear me do. I don't want to go ahead and do it straight away because they do take quite a while to read in each case. Okay, so a new message here in the FTL comms now that we've got the Diaconium crystal. Good day, stout hero. Now any orb that circles Fair's Orkina, Zorika, can be attained. Go forth to Jarilo first, for it is a fertile land and will suit our purpose well. As you approach, stay both firm and constant to our cause, for the enemy grows thick on those planets we would claim for ourselves. After clearing its infestation, continue to Paran. Each world must be claimed in turn, and its fruits used to increase your mighty strength. Okie dokie. So now we're back in our ship. You can see we've got some new icons up here. The yellow circles as well as the question marks. And these are locations we can get to now that we couldn't get to previously. Let's get a little distance away from the asteroid here before we go up to liminal speed or superliminal speed. Superluminal speed. Already well away from that rock, trying to see actually where it was. Now it's interesting, there is, before we go anywhere, we'll leave the ship floating in space, we've got a scanner out here, which actually gives us a list of all the locations out here in space. We've got the player, where we're currently located. Zorika, where we've got to head towards. Doesn't seem we can actually select it from here though, does it? Unless Zorika is the star itself. Yeah, the Zorika system, of course. Okay, so heating unit upgrade. Data and the various undiscovered areas within this system. So we're going to head out to one of these question marks then. That seems to be the quickest thing. Hopefully one of them is going to be an atmospheric planet, which is very much what I want to have a look at. And let's pick up some speed. Our new high-powered engines. And you don't have a lot of control over your ship here, that's for sure. We might have to... It's one of those optical illusions here where the effect actually makes you feel like you're travelling backwards. I don't know if you're getting that impression. We're actually gone past the location here. Actually flew above it. Alright, let's try and target it a little bit more precisely this time. And hopefully we'll keep on course. Excuse me if I'm using this completely incorrectly. It seems very strange, but you seem to shift off route very, very easily. Off course, rather. Very difficult to control the ship. You can't do very much in the way of manoeuvring at this speed, which I suppose makes complete sense. Whoop. Ah. 98,000 kilometers. Morna. And yes, it does look like an atmospheric world, and look at the hostility around that. Right, I'm going to actually try and keep a little bit of distance away from that for the moment, and try and come around to the light side of the planet, as I think it'll be a little bit more interesting down there, rather than settling down on the dark side, which is dark enough as it is. Now you can see that the icons down on the planet, the red ones representing the bad dudes, are actually different in size. This represents different strengths of enemy, but they're a significant distance away, and hopefully they'll leave me alone. I'm going to actually quickly try and do a save here. Actually, I'm not sure how far back it'll put me if I end up dying here. Now, if you're not careful enough here, you can explode upon entry, and I don't really want to do that. You have to try and take it correctly, take it easy. We don't want to come in too fast, and we're in cruise speed at the moment, which is going to be too fast. And you can see we're actually starting to get the re-entry effect appearing there. Or maybe that was because I was going a little bit too fast. Let's get a little bit closer. That might have been the cruise effect. Right. That's it. A little bit of buffeting around there. I wonder if we can go in at cruise speed. I'm going to take the chance. Oh yeah, look at this. I'm going to burn up if we're not careful. Let's try and keep on course. We're slipping off to the side slightly, but our altitude is decreasing. I don't want to come in too sideways too much. Again, like within faster than light speed, it's quite difficult to control your ship here. I'm actually using mouse and keyboard here, in case you're wondering. Well, frigid wind, so yeah, it's a cold world, and I suspect we don't want to go there yet then. So let's try and get away from here. Of course, one of the goals you would have seen on the information screen was us to go and get heat generators, so that's probably what we need before we go to this world. So let's have a look, see what else is out here. Perhaps we need one a little bit closer to the main star. Plenty of unknown objects out there as well, which I can't. There we go. And off we go again. Right, so another world. Another one that looks pretty hostile. Piran. Just thinking, because the message did tell me to go to... effectively told me to go towards the central star first. Let's try this one again first anyway. Right, slightly less hostile this time. Well, not really, but it seems that the entry is going to be a bit easier. Not so pretty looking as the other planet though, is it? There does seem to be an atmosphere here though. So what I'm going to do is head towards this cross, as obviously that is a resource of some type. A loot box. Yeah, 3 loot boxes in this game, thankfully. Let's see if this planet's going to be too hot or any other problem. But it is the planet that the message told me to go towards, isn't it? Piran. You're going to need to upgrade your ship in order to go to some of these other planets. Waiting for the atmospheric re-entry, but it doesn't seem to be happening here. But we do have... Oh, here it goes. I was expecting it a little bit earlier. Wow, this does seem pretty violent, doesn't it? Coming in a little bit too steep. Try and keep it as gently as you can. You lose so much control over here. Whoa, steep re-entry. Coming in at this angle again. I love how the oh yeah, shooting up a bit again. I love how the sky totally changes though. Seamless planetary landing. The one thing that I really do feel makes a great space game, especially when it's an atmospheric world. Oh dear, let's not burn up. And we're down at last. And not too far away from our destination. Let's have a bit of a look here. You've just turned on the screenshot mode, which disables a HUD. Turn the HUD back on, press F1. That's not really what I wanted to do. I was hoping for a free camera mode, but there we go. We'll have a bit of a look around when we get to land. Still a little way out. Always very hard, I find, to judge your height when you're in these sort of games. Although we do, of course, get a little altitude meter here. But, oh, we don't want to get too close then because there's hostiles around. Depends how high up I am. Struggling to judge the distance over to them. Might be quite a run, mightn't it? Well, let's stay here. Whoa, 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 whoa! Huh. Yeah, and you can see from here that it's actually a lot further away than it looked whilst we were up in the sky. But nonetheless, we're going to head on out and have a look. Fortunately, we've not had any fires aboard the spaceship yet. And we don't want any, do we? Look at that sun. The colour changes a little bit due to the atmospheric effects of the world here. So over there is no doubt a resource of some type. Hopefully it's something worthwhile, but quite a way to go. But I think this is as good a place as any to actually leave off for today, and we'll pick up from here in a future video. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys and girls next time.